Congratulations, you are still alive. Most people are so ungrateful to be alive, but not you. Not anymore.
At the time of this recording, Saw 10 is coming out in 27 days. At the release of this video, is coming out in days. And so to honor the release of the 10th movie of this fantastic yet strange franchise, I figured, why not make a tier list of all the different Saw traps that we've seen. Now, thankfully, I was able to find this online, so I didn't have to go through the painstaking process of building it myself. And also, the designer chose some very fun pictures to make for some of the icons. Like right here, you can see Jill's face wide open. So some of these will be blurred. These aren't in order, but I'm just gonna go down the line. First, let's see, which one is that? That one. Okay, that one looks like from Saw 5. The glass jars with the key. He's holding the little stick there. The whole game in Saw 5 is about how they're all just stupid and that they could have done it with everyone alive. So all of these are kind of like, they're just morons. That one. Wait, hold on. Actually, oh, that's the one with the sewer grates. Oh, that one's dumb, because as we all know, so many people could have fit into those tunnels. So that is going to D. I don't care for that one that much. Next, this is also Saw 5. The collar plate. I don't know all the names. I know some of them. I don't know all of them. Same thing. There's if they all just weren't morons and maybe had some teamwork and cooperation, they could have figured that out very easily. That's and also the one person that gets killed, it looks super goofy with the way her head just like that's see, because honestly I believe that happening. They're stupid, but reasonably stupid. This is pint of blood. I like this one. This one's nasty, but there is also the argument that you can pee in the things, stick your schlong in there and just let out a pint of piss and hope that you have enough in the jar to let that much out. But I think it's a fun one, and it really shows their consequences for being morons. Again, this is Saw 5. And that they could have worked together and it would have been easy, but no, now you have to almost die for this trap. I'm going to put this one at... I'll also put it at C. I enjoy it, but it does have its like, oh, you could maybe get out of it. I don't know. Next up, needle pit trap. I don't like watching this trap. This trap makes me uneasy. I don't like. This is a solid one. That's gonna. But it'd be. It's a good one. It's not fantastic. There's not a whole lot to it. It's just digging around in those needles. They have all the different reverse bear traps listed. I'm only gonna do the one because it's the same trap. So speaking of, next up, reverse bear trap, worn by Amanda. This one. I mean, is it even a question? Of course that's going in S. Why wouldn't it? It's the iconic trap of Saw. Like, if I was put in that, I would be like, respect. I'll die to this. I'm okay with that. Next up, the angel trap from 2, 3, 4. This one is rigged, which does, I guess, make it lose some points. But it's a cool one. It's nice and gross. This one, that's a B. I like that trap a lot, actually. Oh god, what is that one? Oh, back to Saw 5. This is the bathtub where they have to hook up the different limbs and like electrocute the person. I mean, it's alright. Again, same thing of like, oh well, maybe if you weren't stupid, and had everyone with you, then you could easily take like a little ow shock. But no, someone has to get bombarded. So they're just morons. That's gonna go and I'll put it. No, pendulum trap. Also rigged. It's cool. It's gross. It's a nice way to open a movie, if I do say so myself. Gives backstory to our Hoffman. I'm put this one at I'm so indecisive. See, we've got better traps. Oh, speaking of, next up, the bathroom trap. This one's also a classic. It's goes one of the few traps that goes through the whole game for the whole movie without being a game. And it's, it defined the franchise and defined horror in general. So that's got to get an S. Next, I don't remember which movie that is, but it's the Hangman. The guy's blindfolded and he's got to inch his way over across the boards with the noose around his neck, and the guy's got to be like, no, to the left, no, a little to the right. Now throw me the key, and then he fails because man does not know how to throw properly. It's all right. It can be easily beaten if the guy who is not limited in one main mode of transportation, he could just leap, jump on over. I feel like he could have figured that one out pretty easily. That's a D. Oh sweet Jesus, Iron Bowl trap. This one's rough because. What did she do? She didn't deserve this. She had no idea what Sean Patrick Flannery. She didn't know what he was doing. He was up to his own sick games, and she was not a part of it. And she got arguably the worst death of like the entire franchise. So it's a rough trap to watch. So it gets points there, but it's so like why? Like Jigsaw, you're mean, but God, you're not a douche. D. No. D. This was the Lund trap from Saw 6, one of my favorites. Everett? I'm so blanking on my Saw knowledge right now. He had a mad advantage because Jigsaw was like, alright, I'm gonna put you in a trap where you have to outbreed this guy. Oh, and by the way, that guy, he's a smoker. His lungs are not up to capacity, so he basically got a free win there. But I will say, when I watch that trap, it makes me like hold my breath. Like I feel like I can't breathe when I'm watching that one. They did really well, so I'll put that one at C. Unfair, very unfair for that poor janitor, but it was well done. This one we've got from Spiral. This is the guy chained up, and he gets like bottles and glass shards shot into his back. It's not super like gross, not much to it. I forget what Detective Banks even has to do to finish that one. Spiral's the Saw movie that I've seen the least. Is it just figure out how to stop it? I don't know. That one goes a D. Man, I have no A's or F's. Wild. Oh, Buckethead trap. I've never been a big fan for the Buckethead trap because it's in Jigsaw, and Jigsaw sucks. And it's just, there's not much to it. Like, you tell me all you gotta do is do a little, and then you're free. Like, come on. Well, like, what's even the point? It's, I don't want to put that in F right now. Let's make it our first F. You know what? We're feeling crazy today. Now, next up, the shotgun carousel. My favorite trap of the entire franchise, hands down. I think the shotgun carousel is so cool. It was so well done, that whole scene. It's gross. It's fun. It's hard to watch because you can see that it gets to the point where the main guy, I forget his name again, where he's just like looking down. He's just sad. He's not even looking at who he's picking. He's just pressing the button to get it over with. And everyone is spewing lies, trying to get on his good side and make sure they let him free. If there is something higher than S, it would go there. But for now, I'll settle with S. Now, okay, Cecil's trap, the face knives. The first trap test in the Saw timeline. It's a nice definitive moment to start John Kramer's descent into madness. It's also not a fun watch. Every time I think about this trap, I'm like, I can't imagine like having to push your face knife in the knife. Like, it's a gross one. And I mean, he passes it, dies anyway. Saw spoilers if you hadn't noticed already. This one, I like. I'll put it at C. We have worse. We have better. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay. The classroom trap, I think that's what it's called, where the guy's got all the hooks in his skin. I cannot stand this trap. Great trap. I can't stand watching it. It is so gross, especially the heel, the hooks right there that he has to yank out. And that one's also, I don't know if it's ever like confirmed that this one is rigged, but I don't care. It is. He has the one that's like in his jaw. There's no way you're getting that out and surviving more than 5 minutes. Great trap though. I'm gonna put that at B. I haven't put anything at A. I'm trying to look through and see if there's anything that I would have at A. Probably should start putting them. You know, just for that, I'll put Classroom Trap at A. Just to give it one, you know. Now we're on to Saw 3, the ice water trap. I don't know what it's called. Where the naked woman's hanging and her boobies are getting frozen. This one is also a rough watch. It also, you have super slow Jeff, so obviously it's a rough watch. Can't stand watching him make any decision, even though he doesn't make decisions for the life of him. It's a fun trap. That's a cool one. And then the way that he has to get through it is by like reaching into these really cold poles and like a piece of his cheek gets ripped off. And that's I like that trap. That'll go at B. Oof. I believe this one's Saw 6. Pound of Flesh, where you have this one hefty man and this one super skinny lady. Very unfair matchup, if you ask me, where they have to drop however much flesh they can, or like weight, they could do whatever they want and throw it into the scale, and whoever has the most by the end wins. And so big guys are just going, cutting at his fat on his stomach, and then this lady goes ham and just boom, cuts her arm off. That's wild. I actually like this trap a lot because it really shows is like, yeah, this man had such a clear advantage and this lady's willpower like actually kicked in like Jigsaw said it would. I'm gonna give that one an A. Oh, Spiral Dog. The wax trap where the lady has the whatever over her face and she's on the little knife that's supposed to like sever her spine, which like good luck good luck doing that, and then good luck surviving afterwards. Like, and then the hot wax, yeah, it's not a fun watch. It's all right. I'm just not sure how far you'd make it after cutting your spinal cord. So I'll give that one a C. Next up, Saw 2, the Venus flytrap trap. This is a cool one. It's a scary looking mask. Man has to like cut into his like below. Is it behind his eye or is it like underneath his eye? I don't know. His wound is like right there, and he has to like cut into it. So that's not a fun thing to watch him. He doesn't do it, but I wouldn't do it either. I'll give that one B. What is that one? Oh, the fingers from Spyro. This trap is gross, but I'm not so sure if it would work like that. Because he's got like what essentially looks like a Chinese finger trap on all his fingers, and it's like starts pulling them away. And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. I have a knack for being that. I just don't know if that'd be so stuck onto your finger that it would just rip it off. And then yeah, he has to like bite on to this thing to let it go, let it start pulling his fingers off. If he doesn't do it in time, he gets electrocuted. It's a cool, gross trap. I'm just not 100% sure if it would work like that. But it is a cool one. I'll give that B. Then we've got just he's in the room. He's covered in like flammable wax or whatever. He's got a candle. He's got to look through, find the code. This one's hard. I don't know how easily, if at all, you could beat this. I'm not 100% sure how it works because there's like numbers all over the wall, and he's like, you have to find the code, and I'm like, I don't know if the light like shows specific like certain numbers are to the code, or if it's every single number. If it's every single number, then I'm just gonna kill myself because I don't think I can do that in time. I'll give that one a C. It's a cool premise. They don't do much with the trap. It's a very quick, like 30, not even second scene. Saw 2, we've got the oven trap for Ubi. This one, I don't like burning alive, so this is not a fun one to watch. But it's like he has to reach all the way in, grab the antidote, and then the dial to turn the fire off is at the other end. So really, it's not that hard to escape. You're gonna have to burn yourself a little bit, but it's just a quick little like turn the thing. I don't know. He just doesn't really move. He just sits at the end, kind of lets it happen. Which honestly, I wouldn't want to go anywhere near that fire. But it's alright. It's a quick one. Nothing too special about it. I'll give it a C. Ooh, the garage trap, car trap, the racist, the Nazis. I like this trap a lot. This trap, there's so many little inner mechanisms about it. It's like just this huge chain reaction. Car falls, shreds this guy's face with a tire. It drives, yanks this guy's arm and jaw off, hits someone in the garage, and then it launches Chester out, and he like explodes. And they're Nazis and racists, so they deserve it. It's a cool one. I like this one a lot, actually. I'm gonna throw that at A. Ooh, the glass coffin. I am a big fan of this trap. I've seen a lot of people be like, "Oh, well, why didn't Strom just like go in the glass coffin? It was so obvious. He literally told him to get in the glass coffin." If I am in a room, I'm chasing down my worst enemy. This guy's trying to murder me, and he's like, "Hey, you should get in the glass coffin." I'm not going anywhere near that glass coffin. It's a really cool premise. I like the idea behind it. That Strom is like, "No, I'm gonna flip the tables on you. You're going in the glass coffin," and he gets crushed. I like that one a lot, actually. That's gonna go in A. Ooh, Saw 6. The two people are like on platforms with like barbed wire around their neck, and this guy has to choose which one he kills. This lady who's like super old but has like a bunch of family, and this guy who's super young and like super healthy, but he has like no one to care for him, which feeds into this guy's insurance company like policies. That's what all of this movie's about, is being like, hey, maybe your policy kind of sucks, dude. Maybe you'll think differently when it's your friends that are about to die. This is a nice one. It really makes you think. I'll put that one at B. We're doing pretty good. There's not a lot of traps in F. I feel like I'm doing pretty good here. I'm not gonna count you. That's another bear trap, and that is also another bear trap. Laser collar. It's Jigsaw, so I don't like it. It's cool. Turning Halloran into a Demogorgon. It's cool, but it's the whole point of the trap is just to like get the confession out of him. It wasn't supposed to like prove anything. It's a rigged one, anyways. D. Could be worse. Could definitely be better. Next, oh sweet Jesus, that's gonna have to get blurred. This is 7. It's the lady who's like on the little turntable, and it goes like, and like there's like the spikes that goes into her eyes and mouth, and the guy has to like lift the things and stab into his sides. Both ends, that's awful. I can't imagine having to deal with, you know, that while also having to sustain that weight. And then the can't stand that. That's awful. But Saw 7, as much as I do not care for Saw 7 as a movie, its traps are fantastic. Like, that's, in terms of me being uncomfortable during the movie, Saw 7 takes the cake. Because, like, that one, trap coming up, this is nasty. It gets such a reaction out of me, I have to give it some kind of applause. So this one, I'm gonna throw that one at B. That's a nice one. This one, what is that one? Jigsaw. This is the 3 syringes, and it's like, pick which one. One of them is an antidote, right? And the other 2 are poison, or is it one of them just like nothing? I don't remember. I don't like Jigsaw. It's, I'm pretty sure they like figured it out. They were like, oh, the lesson that Jigsaw's trying to teach me, I can see what he's trying to do in this one specific syringe. This one would make the most sense. And then he's like, all right, pick one. She's like, I don't know what I want to do. F. I don't like Jigsaw. Ooh, that's also gonna have to be blurred. Linda the shotgun collar. This is a cool one. I like the concept of this one a lot. I also just like Saw 3 a lot, which this trap is the entirety of Saw 3. She's got all like the shotgun shells around her neck, and it's attached to Kramer's heartbeat, and she has to keep him alive or else her face gets blown off. And as we can see in this very distinct photo, as I can see, you can't see it, it happens. Her face gets blown to pieces. It's really cool. It really just sets the tone for the whole movie, the whole premise of the movie. You're gonna go in A. Spiral. Samuel L. Jackson trap. I think it's called the marionette. I think this one is really clever. I like how it turns out. But he's just kind of like hanging there, just like, and cops come in, and so like the puppet strings like make him pull out a gun, and they gun him down. It's really cool, actually. But I just don't think there's much to it. Like, it's just killing a cop, really. That's all that it was. And I don't think it really had a choice in the matter. It just happened. But it was cool, so I'll give it a C. Next up. Saw 4. When Matthews and Hoffman is like the ice block, I think it is. And I mean, they also don't really have a choice in the well. I think Matthews just has to shoot him. I think that's all that he has to do, and then Hoffman is just sitting there, but he's in on his own, obviously. And it's cool premise. It's very clever. Like, as the ice melts, he starts to hang, and then Hoffman will get like dropped into the electrified water, and he'll die too. But I mean, it's all just so that Rig doesn't keep pushing through, which I don't really understand Saw 4. It could just be me being stupid. But I don't know, Saw 4 is not my favorite. I don't think it really makes too much sense. I'm gonna put this one I'll put it at D. I don't remember what movie this is from. I like this trap a lot. The hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, something like that. You get the gist. One guy has his eyes sewn shut, and the other guy has his mouth sewn shut, and they have to survive. Well, what do they have to do? Oh, the guy. Oh, yeah, right. The guy with his eyes sewn shut has the key on the back of his like collar, and so the guy with the mouth sewn shut has to be like. But obviously, like the guy with the eyes sewn shut does not know what's going on. I think it's very clever, and I like this one a lot. I'm going to personally put that at A. Back to Jigsaw. The ton subway trap. This one's cool. But don't think you would survive either way. It really did like set the tone for Spiral, and like it was the beginning of the movie. Like, I sat down. This was the first Saw movie I saw in theaters. I sat down and I was like, "Ooh, I hope this is gonna be good." And then that came on, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be good and gross." It is gross. Man's gonna get hit by a subway if he doesn't jump off and rip his tongue out. But I feel like if you get your tongue full ripped out of your mouth, would you survive that? I don't know. Honestly, I'd rather die by subway train. Just impact, instant death, please. Cool. Not really practical. Don't know if it makes sense really. So that will go at C. Next, Jigsaw. It's the, I don't know what it's called, blender maybe. It's the big spiral that like, and the guy has to get like lowered down to like pull the brake. Which, I don't like Jigsaw. Like this, just that movie honestly just like ruined all the traps for me just because the movie is stupid. Doesn't make any sense. I can do a whole separate video on why I don't like Jigsaw. He tried to cheat it by like jamming a pole into the gears, and it did temporarily, and then it messed up and he got shredded. D. Put it at D. I don't like Jigsaw. Saw 7. The fish hook trap. This is my least favorite trap in the entire series. Not because I don't like it, but it's gross. I can't stand watching this one. It's the most I'll ever like in a Saw movie, right? Like I can't. Awful. And it was like, yeah, I guess you can also make the argument that like, oh, well, she'd probably die anyways because the fish hook. I don't care. I like the trap a lot. It's gonna go. We're putting this at S, actually. You know what? I feel like it earns the points because it really makes me uneasy the most out of any Saw trap. It makes me not happy. Saw 3, the pig vat trap. Gross. Icky. I don't like watching it. Pigs get blended up, thrown in this big vat where the lawyer is like chained to his neck, so he's just like drowning in pig juice. And then, of course, okay, actually, no, I don't like this trap. Because all Jeff has to do, which, yeah, it's tough, but it's Saw, buddy. Suck it up. He just has to press this button, and it burns all of his dead child's toys. Boo-hoo. Press the button and save this guy's life. Suck it up, my guy. I don't like Jeff. I like Saw 3 a lot, but Jeff is the one, like, weak link. He's a good character, but, like, God, make some decisions, dude. God. Let's see. It's alright. Ooh, I don't know what it's called, but Ivan's Trap. Arguably the most deserving to be put in a Saw trap. Ivan is a douche nozzle, to put it lightly. So it is great watching him stab his eyes out and get thrown into 5 pieces. Gets his arms and legs ripped off. It's a nice one, like it's probably one of the most satisfying ones because you're like, this dude is such an awful human being. They're just like, yeah, die. How about that at A? Ooh, Saw 2, the wrist. A lot of people make the point of like, well, obviously she wasn't, like, why did she put both of her wrists in? It wasn't gonna work regardless. I don't think you know the plot of Saw 2. The fact that they have this toxin going through their bodies and it's eating at their brain and killing them. They're not thinking straight. She sees the antidote and she's gonna do anything she can to get it. Reaches one in, pulls I will say, which, like, yeah, neurotoxin, but like she pulled the top part of the syringe off, and so the whole antidote just like spilled out. So at that point, I'd just be like, all right, well, it's lost. But it's gross, makes me feel things that I don't want to feel. But I also just don't know how firmly that syringe was glued to the bottom, so I don't know if it was like possible. I don't know if all she had to do was just grab it from the bottom, or if it was just like, yeah, good luck getting this antidote, buddy. I'll put it at B. I like that one. Saw 1, razor wire maze, razor wire trap. It's all right. It's in Saw 1, so it's a classic. But it's just this man cuts himself, and so Jigsaw is like, you know what's ironic? If you want to stay alive, you're gonna have to cut yourself again, buddy. And so he has to like dig through, which I guess I don't want to say like I'd probably beat it if I was in there, but I mean, I feel like if you go slow enough, it's a lot of razor wire, but like if you're super like stepping through, you could probably do it like not fatally. Like obviously you're gonna have a bunch of scratches all over your body, but not dead maybe. See, see, it's all right. I settle for it. What is that one? Jigsaw. It's the backward shotgun, which it's okay. I'll get it. It's cool. It's kind of goofy. It's like, this is your key to freedom. Holds up the shotgun shell and has the key in it. And so the one lady like points the shotgun at the guy, like, I'm gonna kill you, which she did it. Oh, attempted. Blew his face off. Tried to blow his face off, but it shot back and blew her. It was cool. And then sees that the key is all destroyed, and he's like, oh no. I'll put it. You know, I'm gonna be generous. I'm giving it a C, because I think the backward shotgun is cool. I think that's a cool idea. It's just in Jigsaw, and I don't like Jigsaw. Saw 4, the scalping, where she has like her hair is getting like pulled back and her skin is just, and Rig has to free her by what he did. Oh, there's like a combination like on the gears. It's pretty cool actually. And then after, plot twist, turns out that I guess to stay alive or something, she has to then kill Rig. So I guess it's a strange one, but it's cool. I'll give it a B. I don't even think I should count this one. In Saw 7, Bobby Dagan, that's his name. Bobby Dagan is like in this big cage, and he has to like swing to not get like impaled. But also, he was so close to the ground that he could just drop and not get fatally stabbed. F. I don't even think it should count on this list. So it got an auto F. Anyways, is that the steam trap? Yes, the Saw 6 steam trap, where he has to like guide this lady through, and he has to pull these things that release the steam from her end, but like blow steam on his end, so he gets like melted. And then same thing, just like the last one, the scalping trap. Turns out that she has to kill him afterwards, and she fails. So there's that. I enjoy it. It's a cool thing, clever idea that you have to like sacrifice the part of you to let the other person go through, but look where that got her. I'll put it at B. I like Saw 6 a lot. What is that one? It's Jigsaw. It's the last Jigsaw one we have, so rest easy. It's the big guy. He's got his leg all like wrapped up in wire, and the other people are in like this big sand pit, and there's like rakes and saw blades falling down. You just gotta get lucky to not get stabbed. And this guy also takes a sweet time of taking his leg off, which, yeah, that hurt really bad. But those people are gonna die, so just pull the lever, stupid. It's alright. I'll also give that one a C. Generous. Cupid's arrows. I don't like this trap. Flame me in the comments if you want to. I don't like this trap. I know, like, I get it's all symbolic, and I respect, I understand, and I do like the symbolic part of it being like, oh, she's finally like ripping out these pieces and being free from her abusive husband. I think it's just like, what other outcome was there? The only thing you can do is just pull him out. You're not gonna die. He's gonna die. It's just, I don't know. It's like there's not much to it. Like, it couldn't have gone any other way unless she just decided to do nothing, which she wouldn't have. So, it's fine. I don't want to put it at. I kind of want to put it at F. It's either going in D or F, so you're gonna be angry no matter what. It's going F. You can yell at me in the comments. I don't care. Ooh, teeth pulling. Gross. This was the first saw trap I remember seeing. I remember being a little kid walking into the living room, and my parents were watching Saw 7, and I was like, what's this? And they're like, oh, it's Saw. And I was like, what is he doing? And they're like, oh, he's pulling his teeth out. And I'm like, why does he have to pull his teeth out? And they're like, oh, because if he doesn't, his wife's gonna die. And I was like, this sounds like the most confusing movie I've ever heard of in my life. I like this trap. It's gross. It's simple. He's got the little things engraved, and he has to like bang himself into the wall to knock the tooth loose. It's not a fun watch. I actually quite enjoy this trap a lot. I'll put that one at A. I'll put that one at A. Ooh, the rack. Kramer's personal favorite. I do also like this trap a lot. It's gross. All the limbs like twisting further than they should be. I don't know how easy it is. Also, it's Jeff, so he's gonna take a sweet time. He has to like pull the key. I think they weren't doing it like he was trying to untie the key from the thing so that it wouldn't like shoot him in the face. I don't remember. I haven't seen it in a while, but I'm pretty sure they like found the secret and it just like messed up and happened to blow the lawyer's face off. It's a really cool trap. I'm gonna throw that one at A. Enjoy that one. Ooh, love triangle from Saw 7. Brad and Ryan, I think, generic white boy names. They have the saws and they have to push it to one another, or they can leave it at the top to cut the one chick in half. It's very silly. It's funny though. Like the I think we're breaking up with you, Dana. It's pretty stupid, but it's a fun trap to watch. But it's from Saw 7, so I don't really. It's dumb. It's pretty dumb. I'm gonna put it at D. Ooh. Water box? I don't know what it's called. This trap is great. Yes, it is a rigged one. Wasn't supposed to get out of it. But the way he does get out of it just makes Strom like the coolest character in the entire series from that alone. He unscrews the pen so he just has a little tube and he just like stabs it into his throat so he can breathe through there. There's a specific like term for that. I don't know what it is. It's really cool. Just for that, it's got to get an A. Oh, well, I guess that's it, actually, because the other two are the traps. And you know what? Let's do it. I'll jot down the other two bear traps. Hoffman's cool. It shows how clever he is with how he escaped it by, like, sticking in the bars and everything. I actually like that a lot. I'll put that at B. Then we have Jill's reverse bear trap. The little icon that I cannot show because, as we all probably know, is the first time we see the reverse bear trap work. And it is awesome. It's gotta get an A just off that. Jill Tuck as a character, but I mean that makes it all the much better when face get and they're like part of her tongue, or like some part of her face just like drops on. It's cool. I like it. So that ignoring whatever this one is, I don't even know who made this. What is this trap? Why it's just a rainbow 1, 2, and a 3. I don't. It gets S tier. Let's go in at S. That's Saw traps. Go see Saw 10 on September 29th. That was all the Saw traps being put into a tier list. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with anyone. Unless you are incorrect, then don't bother. And of course, let me know if you want more tier lists or more Saw content in general. I'll probably be doing a review of Saw 10, something about Saw X when it comes out. So you can look forward to that.